In this module, we're going to talk about lookup functions and array formulas. In this subsection, we're going to talk about lookup functions. Now, what do I mean by lookup functions? Well, there's three main ones, and there's a few others that haven't made this list, but they all work about the same. Lookup functions help us find a piece of data, usually a valuable piece of data, within a data set. The first one we're going to talk about is Vlookup. Vlookup is probably one of the most used Excel functions, so it's worth knowing in and out. Vlookup helps us find associated data belonging to a certain key. Now, that sounds very tech speak, but another way of saying it is it looks up data in the leftmost column, which is usually some sort of unique identifiable data. Usually they call that a key, often a primary key in data sets, and then it finds associated information with that. Let's say there's a data set with a list of records, and names are on the left. To the right are recent payments for something. Now, if I knew I wanted to look myself up, so Jordan, among this unique list, and I knew which column had the information for payments, I could look myself up Jordan, and I can supply the column I want to return that data from. The second one you should know is index. Index is one of the most important functions in Excel, particularly because of how fast it is. Index is actually pretty simple. If you have a series of rows, a column of rows, if you will, and you place index on that, and you put 8, let's say, in the index of that table, it's going to return the 8th row. If you have a row of columns, so instead of your data going vertically, it goes horizontally, and you supply a number for a certain location of the data you want returned, so let's say the number supplied is 9. Using index, it's going to return the 9th column within that horizontal vector. And finally, with index, if you have a table, you can supply a row and a column, and it's going to return the data at that row and column. And we'll see that in the demo. And finally, there's match. Match, again, is one of the most important functions that you can use in Excel. Match will return the location of a sought-after item. So whereas Vlookup returns data associated with a sought-after item, match will return the record location. So if you're looking within a series of rows, it's going to return a row location. If you're looking within a series of columns, it's going to return a column location. And you can see how knowing that location would easily allow you to do some other things with index.